I hope everybody's ready. Because I'm feeling it. We can feel it.
You ready?
We can feel it.
I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Thank you. Eric Braden, everybody. Great job. I can feel it. I think everybody should get ready for it. I'm going to say this now. Everybody get ready for Jordan Love to be really freaking good.
You might be right.
I know you're ready for that.
I've been saying it for weeks.
I think everybody should prepare themselves.
Because you know who he looked like over the weekend? He looked like Aaron Rodgers.
He did. And against whose defense?
Against Bills. Who's
right.
going to be really good this year?
Look, I know you can't buy in too much to preseason football, but that's 2 for 2 now. And the Bengals, in their scrimmages before playing against him in the game in week 1 of the preseason, were like, okay, we see him. Mm-hmm. He's really good. He's really good.
Maybe there's something to sitting for 2 seasons.
You know what? I don't know. But, you go back and forth. I mean, come on. Justin Herbert sat and started in emergency fashion. Tyrod Taylor, who is looking pretty good in these preseason games for the Giants, punctures his lung. Justin Herbert's like, I'm starting against the Chiefs, am I? Oh, okay.
In 5 minutes? Like in the game in 5 minutes?
JFM in just 5 minutes?
I got it. I know.
So, I don't know. But Packers fans, you should be really jacked because nobody on top of the way Jordan is looking, nobody's thinking. Nobody. Honestly, nobody thinks that they're going to be just as good, have a shot to win this division and go on a run. And we have seen too many times in this league when you least expect it, it happens. We've seen movies made out of it. We've seen so much. I'm not calling a shot that the Packers are winning the Super Bowl this year. But that week 1 game against Chicago, he comes out and starts reminding everybody who the previous owner in Green Bay of Chicago was. That would be something else. Then they're at Atlanta against Desmond Ridder and the Falcons, who had some flashes with some of their, they had Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson and Ridder out there for the first drive.
And it looked good.
Man, it's coming. It's coming. Green Bay home for New Orleans, and then the big Thursday nighter against Detroit. That is just going to be all kinds of awesome.
If they're 3-2 at the bye, that's a huge win to start the year.
They could be better than that. Jordan Love looks really comfortable. It looks like he's done this before, and he has, against Kansas City when his family was sitting in Iowa watching the game.
Shout out to Cedar Rapids.
Shout out.
Cedar Rapids.
So, yeah, Rodgers is sitting there going, hey, Jets fans, why can't I give you a few good years? Give that lonely trophy some company and hand things off to Zach Wilson. He's reclaiming Zach Wilson. It's a very, deep darkness that Zach's head was up last year, and the darkness retreat has begun. His retreat from the darkness of that deep orifice in which his head was placed through much of his first 2 years. Rodgers has removed it, and it looks great.
Cranial rectal
He had a little spinorama and then took off Zach Wilson. I'm like, yeah, baby. Where was that against seeing ghosts? Just give me one of them against Bill's defense. All right. That said, that's down the road. Why not? Why can't he do what he's doing in New York for a few good years, and then it's Zach's turn, just like back in Green Bay. And in the meantime, Jordan Love, man, does he look really smooth and comfortable? And those young receivers that Rodgers was rolling his eyes about last year, they're now, buds.
Watson.
They're now, age appropriate together. Going vertical and watching TikTok and snapping and chatting.
Xing.
Although I'm sure they're not doing the Snapchat like my oldest is just like making faces and then sends it to his friends and they send one back and I'm like, what are we doing? That's for another day. Here's the deal. I like where Rodgers' head is at. I like where Zach's head has been removed from.
Hey.
And I like the way Jordan Love looks in Green Bay. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.